The Imam alayhi salam explained in more than one occasion. In one case, the Imam alayhi salam, when he was explaining the position of Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny, and who is Muhammad, and using the hadith, I am the kingdom of knowledge or city of knowledge, and Ali the door to that city. Then he referred to that door. He said that door has two doors. The door from the inside facing the city, and the door from the outside facing the world. He said the door facing the world or this life is Ali alayhi salam, as the Prophet Muhammad says, and Ali the door to that city. And also Imam Ali alayhi salam stated that the Prophet Muhammad has taught me 1,000 doors of knowledge, 1,000 of doors of knowledge, and to each door 1,000 doors will open. And the door from the inside, which will face that city, is Fatima alayha salam. And of course you all read the translation of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now the Imam alayhi salam went on and also said the two, because there are many hadiths of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam saying that Fatima and Ali are two oceans of knowledge where none of each one overflow on the others or interfere with the others. Wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And they are deep oceans or deep in knowledge. Now if you go, the questions is about, let me get the book, just hold on, let me get it. Just be with me for a second. As Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, and also Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam said, Ali and Fatima, they are two oceans. They are deep, where neither one of them overflow on the others. Okay, from them the pearl and the murjan. Okay, and then he said, Al-Hasan wal-Hussein alayhum salam are those pearls and the murjans. And subhanallah, you see, even in reality, you'll find, if you read the science, you'll find out those two oceans were the greatest ocean on this planet. Okay, yes, it is in the book. It is a verse in the Quran, Osama, and the brothers are translating. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So basically here, what the Imam alayhi salam is here is referring to, he's also referring like to Imam Ali and Fatima alayhim salam. What's happening here? You have to link sometimes, because the Imam alayhi salam, if you noticed, he will bring a little bit of topic in each book. You'll find maybe a little bit of this topic mentioned here. There's a little bit of this topic mentioned in the Mutashabihat. A little bit of topic mentioned in another books. Subhanallah, in a way that you see, and you will find it like it's almost like in a complete pictures. It's like puzzles. By reading this book and reading the other books, but also the Imam alayhi salam is like he's teaching us, and step by step, how we can absorb such knowledge. So he's not giving us like a full dose of that knowledge in one go. You will find the Imam alayhi salam, he mentioned this topic here in a such way which is enough for us to contain and understand the meaning of what the Imam alayhi salam is trying to reach to us. Then, but then you see in the next book, he takes us to the next level. He takes us to a next level. Why? because he has already prepared us from the previous book to that level. So when you read the next section, okay, you refer to what you read in the first book, then the picture becomes clearer and clearer. Bear in mind, the whole Islam and the whole belief is Muhammad and the household progeny. So by knowing who is Muhammad and who are the household progeny of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his progeny, is knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And by knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is the sincerity of beliefs. And that's what Allah said. You see, I created the angels, the jinn and the people only for purpose of worshipping. Ahlul Bayt, they said, worshipping is knowing, is to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how do we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Except from him, from his Khalifa. And that's why also Imam Ali alayhi salam said, I am the dot under the ba in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And here, by saying this, in the next book, in the new book of the Al-Jawab al-Munir Abr al-Athir, one of the people asked the Imam this question. He goes, you say that Imam Ali alayhi salam said, I am the dot under the ba. However, at the time of the Prophet Muhammad, there was no dots for the letters. Letters did not have any dots or anything. So what the Imam replied? He said, remember, the letters made of dots. The letters are made of dots. So which means the first letter in the Quran and the first dot in that letter is a dot, and that is Ali alayhi salam. Which means Ali is the Quran. So by knowing Ali, we know the Quran. By knowing Ali, we know our religion. By knowing Ali, we know who is Allah, who is the Prophet Muhammad, and so and so. And this is also will lead us to another things. When the Prophet Muhammad says, O Ali, no one knows Allah except me and you. And no one knows me except Allah and you. And no one knows you except Allah and me. You see, here why? Because you see, if you look at this, because they are the original, because they are the first, they are the highest. And by knowing, how can we know the highest? We can't know the highest. You see, imagine the Prophet Muhammad say, "Oh Ali, no one knows Allah except me and you." He basically favored himself before Ali because he is higher than Ali. So it means the Prophet knew Allah before Imam Ali knows Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he's higher and his knowledge is more than Ali alayhi salam. Then he said, and no one knows me except Allah and you, because of course it means Ali is the second one. Ali, there's no one before Ali alayhi salam. You see, from a human being or mankind or anything like this. And no one knows, you see, you except Allah and me, because we are higher than you. And how do we got all this? And how do we come through this? Is basically, as soon you move from one topic to another topic, you remember, okay, you remember what the Imam has said in the other book. I want to share something fast before I go. In another verse, Allah says, all praise to Allah, used to the term of the two seas joining when Moses met the righteous servant, which means that his righteous servant is from the two seas. Also, interpretation of the Imam. Yes, and also there has more interpretation of this. You have to understand, Zulfikar, the water is knowledge. The water, according to Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, is a knowledge. If you see water in your vision and so on, it means knowledge. So the knowledge of Fatima and the knowledge of Ali alayhi salam, okay, so this great knowledge also, okay, is represented by the righteous servant. So the righteous servant, okay, He is the point of interception of this ocean. That's why Imam Ali alayhi salam said he will bring out the 25 letter of knowledge to add them to the first two letters of knowledge, which, okay, all humanity have only seen, to make the number 27 letter of knowledge. So why 25? And if you remember, okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you see, there are, I think, 28 letters of knowledge, if I'm right. You see, there are 27 letters, okay, to mankind, and one letter basically is 20. Yeah, but that's 27 revealed to the people. But there is one letter Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept for himself, and no one knows that knowledge except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see? So here the Imam alayhi salam also referring, you have to look also what the Imam wants you to understand. The Imam from this, he wants you to understand that the righteous servant is holding the knowledge of Imam Ali and Fatima combined together, okay, to bring it out at the end of time to its followers, to its Shia, so they could spread the knowledge of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, who are represented by Ali and Fatima alayhi salam, which is the door of the kingdom of knowledge to the people. And by doing that, then you will know who is Muhammad. And then when you say Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, you will know the rank of Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny. Do you understand? Can you see the link here? One will link to other. Do you follow? Or you don't follow? Repeat. Okay. Now, the Imam alayhi salam here is saying the righteous servant, okay, the righteous servant, okay, is the point of intersection of the two greatest oceans, which are represented by Imam Ali and Fatima, correct? By Imam Ali and Fatima, correct? You there? Yeah. However, what the Imam wants you to understand here is Imam he's carrying such knowledge. He is carrying the knowledge of Ali and Fatima. Okay? And that's why the Imam alayhi salam, he will bring out the 25 letter of knowledge, whom Imam Ali alayhi salam has foretold us that he will reveal to the people by revealing the 25 letter of knowledge. On top of the first two letters will bring it 27 letters of knowledge. So here basically the Imam is giving us the knowledge of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam in order to know who is Fatima and Ali. By knowing Fatima and Ali, who they are, the door of the kingdom of knowledge, which represent in the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad when he said, "O Ali, I am the kingdom of knowledge and you are the door to that kingdom." So if you know, okay, the door of that kingdom, you would know who is Muhammad. By knowing who is Muhammad, then you know who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you see, said, I only created, you see, the human and jinn only for the purpose of worshipping, which is knowing.